Welcome to the Uncircumcised Podcast, episode 15 or something like that now.
22.
I'm here with Ben, and nobody else tonight, besides me and him.
God, this is going to be so boring.
Not necessarily. At least we don't have, fuck this.
No, we're still going to have that.
No. Anyway, we're going to be... Well, I just came back from a little
He wasn't doing anything important, so...
well, we just had our twins, so... It's definitely interesting having twins, I'll tell you that much.
I would say so.
I know you have kids too, but...
Not to at the same time.
To at the same time
No.
is very time consuming. Like getting up at night, freaking both of us will, try to get up at night. One feeding one feeding the other. I will get the bottles, change the diapers and stuff like that, and then...
At least you got a little system worked out.
Yeah, we definitely try to offset it a little bit.
But once again, Martin is a papa.
Yeah, I mean, I already had a 12-year-old, so...
It's a long way off between...
It's the same distance than me and my sister, actually, and my brother, too.
Really?
Yes.
That's interesting.
And my other brother is even younger than that.
Jesus.
Yeah. So I'm the oldest, but yeah, 12 years is the distance between me and my sister this year, too.
Huh.
It's, I don't think it's a bad difference on that one, because essentially...
You have help.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't force my daughter to help that much, but, she can definitely... I want her to ease into helping.
I can see that. It'd be a little learning experience.
Yeah, I wouldn't want, be like, hey, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do this. No, I'm going to ease her into, helping with some of the stuff, and definitely, she's nervous even holding him right now, so I'm not making her hold him or anything like that. I mean, they're both... The boy was 6 pounds, she was 5... no, hold on a second. 4.15.
Calm down, Kratos, the boy.
Oh, it reminded me of my wife mentioned earlier to you about that commercial. You haven't seen the commercial for God of War?
No, with John Travolta.
It has John Travolta. It has, I think, Kevin Hart in it. It has a few different actors in it. It's funny, and they're all dressed like Kratos and shit like that, and have their child with them sitting there in a group session or something like that.
I mean, I
Ben Stiller's in it too.
Nice. I can see John Travolta being Odin at this point in his life.
No, they're all were acting like they're basically Kratos.
Oh, well.
Some of them dressed like him. John Travolta was bald like him. So, I don't think he was dressed like him. Ben Stiller was the one that was definitely dressed like him.
I'll have to look at that.
Yeah, it's funny.
Later on.
Definitely check it out. Hey, did you finish God of War yet?
I'm going to say no, and I have a reason.
Okay. What's the reason?
It's because my PlayStation 1 came in, and I've been playing that.
What have you been playing on it?
Oh, Metal Gear Solid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yes, it is. And it's also, I always wondered, when I bought it and it was coming in, I was like, I never know why, I just don't understand why I never finished this as a kid. Until I played it as an adult. And I'm like, yeah, there's a reason why I didn't.
But you had to switch the disc?
No, not, God. First of all, I did not have any trouble with that game until Sniper Wolf.
Okay, let me ask you a question. What about Psycho Mantis?
No, I already knew the trick to that.
Okay.
When I was a kid, I knew the trick to Psycho Mantis.
I was getting ready to ask on that. Now, I will tell you that the best version of that game is Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes.
Oh, here we go.
You know which one it is?
Yeah, not on PlayStation 2.
No, it was a GameCube, actually.
Was it GameCube?
Yeah, it was GameCube. That was the best version of Metal Gear Solid. I honestly wish that they would actually remake that one for the current generation. Out of all the fucking games that they were remaking and shit like that, they remade fucking The Last of Us, which was originally a PS3 game, then they remade it, remastered it for the PS4, and now they brought it to the PS5. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, I'm pretty sure I've read where they were thinking about remastering Metal Gear Solid, but it's also going to take a minute because the guy who
Kojima?
Yeah, he produced it or directed it. I think he wrote it. That split from Konami.
Yep.
And that's the issue at the moment.
Yeah, most definitely.
And I think he started his own...
Kojima Productions, yeah. Death Stranding.
Yeah,
Death Stranding is the...
There you go. So... I don't know. I guess he just doesn't have the rights to Metal Gear. I don't know.
No, Konami hold the rights to Metal Gear.
Well, then that's up to them to remaster that, unless he can buy the rights from them.
Well, so the reason I would imagine that Konami would not necessarily go right off and try to remaster it and try to push for it, because a lot of pushback from the fans would be because of Kojima. Because he wouldn't be involved at that point. Mm-hmm. Unless they get him back involved with them, you know.
All I know is I did not understand the plot line of that game at all as a child. Now it's like, wow, I was playing this as a kid. This is like some heavy shit.
That's a good game. I mean, I definitely one of my favorites on there.
Yeah, so I've been playing that. In Street Fighter Alpha 3.
Okay. I would recommend playing Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Yes, but have you seen how expensive that is?
No, I have not.
It does not go for cheap, but I can tell you that.
You can buy it on the PlayStation Digital Store and play it on the PS5.
But it's not the same. I don't care what anybody says. It's just not the same. That's why I want the hardware.
Okay.
Like, look, I'll look it up right now. As I pull up eBay.
$1.95.
No. Symphony of the Night.
Have you played any of it?
I remember playing it as a kid.
Did you beat it?
Fuck no, I didn't. You got to think I was... it came out what year? 98? Let's say?
I don't know.
97, 98.
Sure.
So I was 6 or 7 years old. There's no way I beat that game. But, yeah, so if... The 97, by the way. Complete, like the greatest hits copy of it. We're talking case...
Yeah.
Booklet, all that good stuff. $99.
Yeah, okay. I mean, that's...
$120 for one that's never been opened.
Now, I would...
sorry, $165, my bad.
Now, also on that one, that's the greatest hits one. If you actually get the one that
the
was
original
the greatest
$150.
Hits, yeah, I was going to say, you would... If I would go for a collectible like that, I wouldn't go for the greatest hits copy of it, but actually go for the original on that one.
Well, $150 then is the original price. So, sorry, I don't know if I'll be getting Symphony of the Night.
Yeah, I mean... Just say
anytime soon.
It's a good game.
No,
did you know that you can take a burned copy of a game and without having your PlayStation modded, still play
the PS1? Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they stopped that with the PS2, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, so the trick on the PS1 is that you put an original game in there and let it
boot up.
Yeah, right at the beginning, and basically just hold the lid, basically open as you're doing that, and then switch out the disc and then let it load. Yeah. Easy to bypass. Also, did you know on Grand Theft Auto, the GTA, the first one, original one, I don't know,
top-down view one?
Yeah. So if you loaded the game in the PlayStation, you were able to take out the game and then put your own music CD in there and play your own music within the game.
I didn't, but that's really cool.
Yeah, because the tracks on the game were actually just audio files to it, and the data files, the way it was created was the data portion to it and the audio portion to it, which means you can put it into the CD player, and the first track would be just jumbled because of the data portion, and then after that you were able to listen to all the tracks of the game in your CD player.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that also was the reason why you were able to listen to your own music within the game. Which is pretty neat. But anyway... So, I'm going to just talk about a few movies that I've been watching.
That he doesn't tell anybody else he's watching. He's just going to watch them. And then, now I'm sitting over here.
Well, honestly, I would tell you that there's no reason for you to watch those movies.
Okay.
One of them is White Noise. Now, I'm not talking about... I
feel like I remember that.
Not the new... not the old one, what was like a horror movie.
Yeah.
I'm talking about... a new one that just was released. It's supposed to be like a sci-fi comedy drama.
Is that the
bullshit.
Dude from Star Wars in it?
Yes.
Okay, I saw something, but I didn't watch it.
So we seen the trailer and we were like, that looks pretty good. And everybody online is like, oh, that's such a good movie. Holy shit, that was a boring ass fucking shit that I watched right there. And like halfway through, I was like, should I turn it off? Well, we already that far in, I guess we finish it. That movie made no fucking sense. At all to me. I imagine it has a following and there's many people that love it, but I do not see how. It's probably one of those movies where critics go, yes, this movie is amazing, and everybody else is like, fuck this shit. That's what I imagine.
Well,
right now.
you can't listen to critics anyway. I mean, look at their job. They couldn't be filmmakers. They couldn't be in movies. So what do they have to do? Critique them.
Yeah, but it's just holy shit. That was bad. When White Noise is one of those movies where I'm like, the trailer looked phenomenal. The trailer looked funny. And throughout the movie, you just get confused and like, what is going on? What was the point of this?
Were you paying that much attention to the movie, Martin?
I was trying to.
Well,
because I was trying to figure out what the fuck I'm watching. That was just, like I said, that was just bad.
Okay, so White Noise, don't watch that.
Then we also watched The Bubble. It's also on Netflix too. That is where they basically, it's a movie where they're making a movie during the quarantine.
Okay.
And it has one of the guys from Key and Peele in it. And
the one that doesn't direct all the movies, then that's Keegan-Michael Key.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know which one is what. I don't know.
The taller, bald one.
Yeah, the taller one.
That's him.
Yeah. He was in it. It had a few different actors in it that were known, but obviously I don't know the names. I'm horrible with names.
Who would have thought?
That movie, it was okay. My wife liked it more than I did. I saw that. It has really bad reviews too, and I would say that it wasn't a movie where I'm like, "Hey, you need to watch this."
You know what's funny is I made that comment about movie critics. Yet this is all we do.
So then also, I started rewatching Having the Twins right now. I had to rewatch Look Who's Talking.
Oh boy!
Look Who's Talking Too,
Oh.
and Look Who's Talking Now.
Oh God! You went through the trilogy.
Yes, I did. As a kid, I loved those movies. I thought it was funny. Now, I originally never watched them in English, so that was the first time I actually watched them in English.
I wonder if it was funnier in German.
I remember it being funnier, honestly, than it was in the English version of it. But that could be because I'm now an adult and I'm like, okay.
Most likely.
Yeah. It's just, maybe you just remember it better, but then again, like we just said, different language, different, context sometimes.
Yeah, that makes a difference.
Then I also, we just rewatched the movie Twins.
Oh, now that's a good one.
Yes. And Junior.
Oh.
We just watched that one earlier.
Oh.
You don't like Junior?
Not as much.
Why not?
Yeah, no, really. From what I remember of it, I can't. Nothing that makes me want to watch it again.
Okay. And now another movie that I actually personally enjoyed. I don't know if you watched it yet. Black Adam.
No, I've not.
Are you planning on watching it? Or
Listen,
like
we've talked at length about my deal with superheroes at this point.
You can't be one, so you won't enjoy any movies about it?
No, Martin. It's that there's so many of them. I can't. It's like Star Wars. How many?
Well, technically, okay, Black Adam is an anti-hero.
Yeah, I know that. Okay, now you're splitting hairs on what I said. Listen, it's like Star Wars. How many Star Wars shows are they pumping out right now?
I don't know. I only pay attention to
you have The Mandalorian, you have Boba Fett, now you have Andor, now you have the Bad Batch is there.
You also got the freaking what is his name? The one that's fuck. I can't think of it.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. There's a lot of them. Yeah.
Yeah. It's right. the same situation.
But
there's so much noise.
Yeah, I know.
No, but it's the same situation. I just can't do superheroes the same way I can't. Like when they slow down or they stop for a little bit, maybe I'll catch up. But for the love of God.
Yeah, but by that time, they slow down and you try to catch up, you're going to have so much content to catch up.
That's great. Give me all the content when I'm ready for it.
Yeah, I don't know. But the movie Black Adam, okay, I personally actually enjoyed it.
Wasn't it getting shit reviews too?
Honestly, I didn't look at the reviews on that one. I just honestly, I just saw that the movie itself wasn't bad. I thought that The Rock actually was pretty good in it. There might be people that just shit on it, probably, most likely, because they don't like The Rock, for example.
Well, he's in almost everything now, so I mean that.
I just rewatched also Walking Tall.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I know,
I haven't
right?
seen that in years either.
Also, I enjoyed that one too.
Okay.
Johnny Knoxville was actually pretty good.
Well, yeah.
For Johnny Knoxville. I mean, as an actor, Johnny Knoxville is not really. I think The Rock is a better actor than Johnny Knoxville is.
Well, look, Johnny Knoxville wasn't in a situation beforehand. In wrestling, you have to be sort of acting.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So The Rock kind of was easy, and it doesn't happen all the time, but he transitioned a lot easier than Johnny Knoxville did from getting, hit by a bull and all that, and now he's trying to be an actual actor. That's tough.
Yeah. Well, so me and my wife are just talking about that, where The Rock, like a lot of people say that he can't act and all that stuff. And in all reality, I was like, okay, so the people that shit on him about not being able to act, what movie are they in?
Yeah, I mean, I don't shit on his acting.
That's all I can say on that one.
A lot of people prefer the wrestler Batista's acting to him now.
Okay.
Batista's in Guardians of the Galaxy. He's Drax, and then I think
Army of the Dead.
And he's in that new M. Night Shyamalan movie about that cabin in the woods thing where these people just kind of show up and they have to they're making the family sacrifice one person to stop Armageddon or whatever. I don't know if you've seen previews of that. I can't remember what the A Knock at the Door maybe is what it's called. I don't remember. But he's also in that new Knives Out movie.
Okay. I haven't watched it yet.
I haven't either, but yeah, he's in that. And people say they prefer his acting to The Rock's. But if you look at The Rock, he's almost exclusively action or action comedy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the other guy, he...
Batista.
Yeah. But he's also mainly like comedy and action. I mean, they're both like superhero stuff. I mean, essentially one is Marvel, one is DC.
All right, yeah. Batista actually wants to be in, I think they're making a Gears of War movie.
I can see that.
And he wants to play a part in it desperately.
Yeah,
I'm you can't not pick him to be in that movie.
Well, so did you know that Black Adam was actually The Rock actually had a big part of that, actually making that
Bringing
movie.
It together.
Yeah, so the movie came to fruition because of him.
Kind of like Ryan Reynolds in Deadpool.
Yeah, and here's the thing. So fucking James Gunn, he fucking shit all over DC now.
You mentioned it earlier to me and before we went on the air. And I was kind of like, what? What are you talking about? And then I remembered, it was pretty much everyone but, Jason Momoa.
No, I'm pretty sure he's gone too.
God. Well, I mean, shit, he was the only one left for a little bit. So, I mean, he might as well hang it up.
Yeah. We're going to take a quick break here. Alright, back from the break. Alright, it's out. Yeah, no, that's fine. But the babies were just, crying a little too much, so we had to get it in the bottle. But about James Gunn, it is insane to me that he went in and fired essentially everybody. Freaking the guy that played Superman, what's his name? Henry Cavill.
I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Something like that. But he played The Witcher, right? And he literally just left The Witcher
to do another Superman movie, right?
Yeah.
And then turn around
and he gets fired. He came back and he was in on Black Adam. He was at the end actually in the after credits
as Superman.
Yes, as Superman. And
I thought Black Adam was Green Lantern's nemesis.
No, actually, no, he's not. Black Adam is basically the other Shazam.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Sinestro for some
reason. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
But he's an anti-hero, so he's still a good guy, but a bad guy. It's just like Deadpool. That's what he is, essentially.
Does he tell jokes?
He's just more sarcastic, let's say it like that. Where, Deadpool's sarcastic with jokes, he's just sarcastic as in, just straight up bland.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But, so he was at the end of it, too. So after James Gunn comes in, he fucking just, fires everyone.
Well, I mean, for the Witcher fans, maybe he'll be back in that. I don't know if
there's people that I think, if I remember right, I was seeing something about people petitioning, to get him back in as a Witcher.
I'm not sure if they started filming.
Yeah, I have no idea.
With the new guy that I can't.
What is insane to me to switch fucking main actors in a show like that.
Yeah.
Just, hey, here's this guy the whole time and he's the main one and everybody likes him, and then it's
No, it's not him. Never mind.
Yeah, there was a spell put on him.
Well, yeah. I never watched The Witcher, so...
I watched the first season. I liked the first season. I've been meaning to watch more of it. I haven't yet.
There's like 2 seasons, isn't there?
Yes, maybe 3. I don't remember now. I know definitely 2, but I don't know otherwise. I'm excited. There's a few other Netflix shows that are coming back too, like All of Us Are Dead. It's one of those Korean shows.
You and those Korean shows.
Man, they're good.
Now, I'll give you The Train to Busan was good.
Did you actually end up watching it?
I watched the rest of it, yeah.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? It's fucking sad at the end, too.
It is.
That movie, I love that movie. It is so sad at the end, honestly. Like, definitely. Did you watch it dubbed or dubbed?
Dubbed.
Dubbed, yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't do subtitles.
I hate watching subtitles.
I can't try to read and watch what's going on. Mm-hmm. It's just too much.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
I mean, if people can do it, that's fine, but...
That's for me, like, if I can watch a good dub, I'm fine. If it was like one of those Polish dubs where they like the same person dubbing every single person in the movie, and then
Well, there we go. We've added another country to hit on, and it's Poland.
There are countries that are really bad at it. Like they don't even take the voice away from the person and then just talk over it.
Oh,
yeah,
you can't do that.
That is horrible.
That's gonna bug the hell out of me. No, I can't watch that.
No, it's imagine basically having 3 people in a room. All 3 of them basically just get talked over by the same person. And imagine it like a dog that's barking and the guy basically dubs the dog and goes, wow.
Wow. I like it.
That's a quality right there.
Well, what else has happened during our hiatus that we kind of predicted it?
Oh, yeah, I mean, that was definitely predicted. They did come a little bit early. They were supposed to be pulled on the 21st.
Can I just wait 1 second? Did you just refer to the birth of your children as being pulled?
Well, the reason why I said being pulled...
Oh, my God.
The reason why I say being pulled is because they were scheduled C-section.
Still!
What? I mean, during the
you
C-section...
act like they're damn carrots coming out of the ground.
No, I mean, it's just... They were scheduled for the 21st. They ended up being born on the 15th.
Okay, so I mean, not too bad of a difference.
No, essentially they were born technically. They were supposed to be born on the 3rd of January.
Oh, okay. Well, now that's a little different.
Yeah. Well, so what they do is because of twins, they get him at 38 weeks.
Okay.
That's the reason why the 21st was then scheduled. But a lot of times they don't even make it that far. It was amazingly surprising that they made it all the way to the 15th.
Right.
Because if you remember, I actually was with my wife at the hospital several weeks before that. At 31 weeks,
yeah, I remember.
She was actually going into early
labor.
Labor, yeah.
I remember that.
So on the day that on the 15th, I actually went into work. And
show up.
My mother-in-law calls me while I'm at work. It was probably 10:30 in the morning or something like that. And she calls me and she's like, "Hey, I think you need to take her to the hospital." I'm like, "What's going on?" She didn't tell me much more or anything like that. So I went ahead and came home. My wife is like, "No, go ahead and go back home. It's nothing."
You mean to work?
Go back to work. Sorry, go back to work. I'm like, I don't know about this. This doesn't seem right. She's like, no, she didn't have the same signs as she did with our first child.
Right.
And she didn't want to go to the hospital and there being nothing. But I was like, well, let me call them. So I called them and they're like, yeah, they want to talk to her. And I said, yeah, go ahead and come in. Let's check. We get there. The first nurse was like, well, it could be a UTI. As we go back there and then the first nurse checks her and she's like, let me get another nurse to check here too. She checks her and they go, yeah, it's happening right now. And I mean, when I say it's happening right now, minutes after that, essentially they were there.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was definitely...
Well, at least it wasn't a long labor process.
No. Okay, so this was probably during my first daughter, we were at the hospital. That it felt like that was a process of 18 hours or something like that.
I could see that.
Now, that was natural birth. This one was during the C-section. I'm telling you, they were like, okay, we're gonna go ahead and take her back there, and then we're gonna come get you and to be there too. Like, okay. So they gave me like this little outfit to put on,
a gown.
on, yeah. I put all that on. It wasn't like a gown. It looked like a fucking like hazmat suit.
Well,
I got a picture of it. I'll show it to you.
I can't wait to see this.
But so I wait a moment. They come back, get me. I get in there. She's already has the anesthesia and all that stuff already done and all that.
They were working overtime.
So they told me to just sit right here. You know, I was talking to her and all that stuff. And I didn't see any of the C-section part.
Yeah.
They covered all that up, but they go, here's the baby boy. And then, you know, talking, and I heard, I don't see any of it because of the freaking thing that's put up.
That's over there.
And then they go, okay, here's the baby girl. I'm like, damn, that's, you know, quick. And so then they pulled me into the other room where they were weighing him and all that stuff. And they, like, since they already pulled him out and they basically already cut the umbilical cord, they leave part of it on so that the dad can actually cut off the remaining part of it. But as I was doing that, they were getting my wife ready and all that stuff. I went ahead and went to the room with the babies, and then she came in there. This took, I want to say, altogether probably like 30 minutes.
Damn, they were scooting.
Yeah, this was fast.
I mean, hey, everything worked out. That's what matters.
Yep. It is as tiny as they are. It is scary, honestly. Like,
well, yeah, I would. Yeah.
But no, past that, I was out for a week for a little while, and then came back. But otherwise, what have you been up to? What new of you doing that time?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
I'm just here.
I was just hanging out. I mean, Christmas came and gone. You know. All that.
How was Christmas for you?
It was all right. Got some interesting things.
Got some interesting things.
Yeah.
Like what did you get?
Well, as anybody that's listened to this knows, I love Friday the 13th. I just love how over the top it is a lot of the time. So I actually got a Friday the 13th album, which is like the score of the original movie, right?
Okay.
And then probably the coolest thing is I got a chunk of the windowsill of one of the cabins in the first movie where she finds Bill dead. Like he's hung up to the door with arrows all in it and shit. Yeah, the windowsill that sits right to the side of him, I have a chunk of that.
All right. So how do you know that's legit?
I'm going to just look. I'm taking the person's word for it.
The only reason I'm asking
there's a little certificate of authenticity it came with, which I could have typed that up.
Yeah,
but nonetheless, I don't care. I'm going to lie to myself and say and say that,
and I understand that, but I always thought that stuff like that is interesting because there's people who would sell like, oh, this is part of the Berlin Wall and all that stuff, and in all reality, that just
busted up a fucking piece of concrete.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
I don't care. I'm lying to myself. It's real. It's the thing.
I remember there was in Germany some fucking pop band or something like that where somebody was selling basically imagine like a €10 bill or something like that.
Say what now?
A €10 bill, like
a €10 bill. Okay, gotcha.
Just like a $10 bill.
Gotcha. I just didn't know what you said.
The janitor that was at a hotel basically said that the musician dropped it or something like that, right?
All right.
And he was selling it on eBay because it supposedly belonged to the musician.
Okay.
At a higher value than the fucking
$10. Or €10.
What the fuck? I mean, you have to be fucking.
Hey.
If anybody actually, I didn't follow any of that on that. But if anybody fucking bought that, they're fucking morons.
They probably did.
Yeah.
Well, look, I got it as a gift, so I didn't pay any money for it.
But the good part is that yours at least, claims that it's legit.
Yeah, it's not like money.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's kind of like saying, okay, I'm holding. Let's say I pull out a $20 bill, and I go, well, you know what? Bill Clinton touches the $20 bill. You know what? The chance of that is still there.
I've got a Series 1995 $5 bill that was in Bill Clinton's wallet while he was getting blown underneath the desk at the Oval Office.
Do you have like proof of that too?
You don't want to know the proof I have of that. Let's just say, like, a quarter of the bill may be a little crinkly, a little stiff.
Does it smell funny?
Yeah. I don't know what to say.
You know what is
I just know it's real.
All right, yeah. I mean, I can totally see that. But no, that's pretty neat. Who got that for you?
A friend.
Oh, okay.
A guy from work, actually.
Oh, nice.
He knows I like Friday the 13th, and he was just like, it was...
I figured maybe when your mom or something like that.
No, my brother got me the album.
Okay.
And then, like, a week after Christmas, the dude just is like, here, and it's a package. And I opened it, and I was like, no fucking way. And he was like... Nice. He was like, yeah. I don't know where he got it from. I don't know. I
mean, that means you appreciate it.
Oh, I do. But the thing of it is, what makes me think it's real is because they probably have, like, torn down the cabins of the actual camp that they used.
Yeah.
Now, how this guy got a hold of it, I don't know. But
well, so I imagine now that like the demolition crew went in there, tore it down, took all the stuff at home, and it's like, we're gonna sell this shit.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah, most definitely. But trying to get proof for it that it's actually what it is a little hard, I think.
Oh, I'll never get actual 100% proof.
Yeah.
But I'll take it for what it is. It's on my dresser. So there you go.
Nice. You need to show me a picture of that. I want to see that.
No, yeah, okay.
All right. So you got that. So Christmas, yeah. Of course, we were dealing with the babies and all that stuff. Yeah, your
Christmas was a little different.
Yeah. I mean, we got a great Christmas present, twins.
Yeah. 10 days early, no big deal.
Yeah, early Christmas present. Nothing wrong with that.
I put together a lot of toys, then spent the next week hitting them with my foot as I walked through the house.
Legos?
No Legos.
Because those are painful.
Yeah, no, these are like just regular hard-ass plastic toys.
I mean, Legos are hard plastic.
Yeah, but...
Also, that feel like just fucking blades.
Yeah, these are... I've never actually stepped on one, but these are bigger toys that you kick, not step on. You can't step on these. Well, you can, I guess, but you have to take some weird steps to do it.
So, of course, now if we didn't have to deal any of like big Christmas presents for the twins yet, so that'd be next year. That'd be a year old already by the time that at that point they might be walking and everything already. So
get ready for that.
Oh yeah, of course we still got stuff for our daughter. We didn't do much else for us or anything like that.
Did you just throw them to her? Here, we've got to deal with the twins.
No, as a matter of fact, she actually got her presents a little bit early because she can't read. My wife can't read. I was like, okay. So we let her have a present a little bit early.
I was actually making a reference to how she's now going to be the forgotten child. So
she's not going to be the forgotten child.
So you just like said, take your own pictures of your own things.
No. She's always going to be number one.
Well, yeah, but
see, I have now 3 minions, and she's minion 1.
There we go. Workers. That's all Martin brings.
No, but overall, yeah, it was a good time.
Well,
definitely.
That's good.
Now I was gonna try to think of. We were talking about the James Gunn stuff, by the way.
Oh yeah.
So they, just to back paddle real quick here. Since
so anyway, James Gunn.
Yeah. No, so there's people that are fucking apparently petitioning on getting him removed from DC Universe again too.
Okay.
What I think is hilarious after he fires everyone. What are they going to do? Try to get him all back after they get rid of him? Not going to fucking happen.
Don't they just need to overhaul that whole shit?
Well, here's the thing. I understand overhauling and stuff, but the good ones that actually been out, the Superman movie, like that guy actually did pretty good as Superman.
I just think, yeah, I remember what was I wasn't Batman vs Superman. I wasn't that big about. Now Superman Returns, I just think he's a good Superman. That was a shitty written movie.
Superman Returns. Which one was that?
That was like when it first came back, and that was the first time he played Superman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just thought that was...
No, he portrays Superman
he's a
well,
good
I
Superman.
think. Yeah. So firing him, I was like, really?
Well...
And then, like I said, I mean, ramping through there and fucking just...
They needed to fire that fucking Flash dude. The dude that was playing the Flash.
But you know what? That movie's still coming out.
Yeah, that dude's crazy.
Yeah, no. That one is still coming out, but the Batgirl movie, that won't get canned.
I didn't know there was a Batgirl movie coming out. Oh,
yeah.
God.
So it was like $83 million down the drain because they just decided to shelve the movie. That movie was done.
So
they're not releasing it.
My question is, does everybody get paid?
Oh, the actors, they have to get paid, yes.
I was like, they've got to be under a contract.
The studio just writes it off as a loss, and when they write it off as a loss, guess what? Tax time.
Who's the studio?
Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers? Oh, God.
Mm-hmm.
Well, James Gunn's a psychopath. There you go.
Well, I think that, I don't know if they got canceled before James Gunn went in there or not. Because HBO and Warner Brothers basically just... Well, I think HBO owns Warner Brothers, or was
I don't know. I don't know.
Something like that. But essentially, they canceled a bunch of stuff and removed a bunch of stuff actually from HBO Max.
Well, shit.
Yes, so they removed stuff from HBO Max, original HBO Max stuff.
Yeah.
And writing it off as a loss.
Wow.
Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous.
Well, look, as long as they don't shelve Winning Time, I'm good.
I mean, fucking Westworld. So...
Well, they just canceled that, didn't they?
Yeah, but they canceled it, and I think they're supposedly be removing it too, like from the streaming service.
I never... Look, I watched the movie, which is in the set.
Oh, dude, that's the old one right there.
Yeah, it's still a good movie.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that, but
I've never watched the TV show.
So I watched the first and the second season, and they were great.
Okay.
To me, it's probably like a scenario like Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones was phenomenal until the last season, and they just fucking butchered the fuck out of it. Have you watched any of Game of Thrones?
Literally zero.
Really?
Literally.
Huh. Okay. Like I said, I enjoyed Game of Thrones. I never get into any books like that because...
I feel like I know why you enjoyed Game of Thrones.
Why?
Sex.
No, I like Game of Thrones because they actually didn't care about killing off main characters.
Dragons.
I like dragons too, yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Dragging these balls across your face. Mother
Oh
of God, you fool. You absolute buffoon. You walked right into my trap.
Oh. But no, with James Gunn in control on this one, I do feel like that...
Well, you don't have any actors to play superheroes anymore.
Like when you can all your actors, keep the few movies that are basically like getting so much hate right now, like the Flash movie, and it's getting that much hate because of the main actor being a complete douche novel.
Didn't he like punch a chick?
Oh, he did all kinds of shit. He got arrested many different fucking times.
And it was in a short span of time, I feel like. It wasn't like it was long interludes between him being arrested. It was like, gets arrested, gets let out, a week later he's arrested again.
Oh, I mean, he's one of those people that I expect to see eventually in the news about, like, killing someone.
Wow.
That's the kind of person that he strikes me as.
I don't remember that guy's name now.
I don't
Oh, I asked the wrong person there.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't ask me. But anyway, so, like, they're allowing that movie to come out, and there was some other movie that they're allowing to come out, but everything else just got canned. And rebooting, whatever.
Well, I didn't actually mind, what was it, the Batman movie that came out with the sparkly dude playing Batman?
Shit. The Batman.
Was it the Batman?
I think so.
I didn't mind it. I thought it was okay, other than I had to listen to Nirvana's Something in the Way all throughout that 2.5 hour long movie.
So I thought the movie was good. I saw that I will tell you that my favorite Batman movie is still with Michael Keaton. Batman and Batman Returns.
Okay. Yeah.
And then after that would have to be Christian Bale. His little trilogy. But honestly, like a lot of people like bitch about like Christian Bale having that voice, but it wasn't his fault.
Well, no, look, I've always brought up the fact that superheroes don't change their voices from their regular,
And then everybody shits on it.
Yeah, it's how he did it. He went from one extreme to the other.
Well, they gave him like a mouthpiece or something like that to put in his mouth.
I mean, it's just, it was fun. I like those movies.
Yeah. I thought Christian Bale was actually good at it.
Yeah. He's a crazy ass as well, but yeah.
Well, that's because so he's what you refer to as a
method actor. Yeah. That's not why I'm saying he's crazy.
Okay, why do you say he's crazy?
So, what Terminator movie was he in? Salvation?
Yes.
Okay. There is a clip, I guess, where like somebody stepped into his eye line whenever he was doing a scene, and he absolutely lost his mind on them. Like, absolutely went crazy.
All right.
So, yeah, he's crazy.
I mean, that's... when it comes to actors, I feel like that a lot of them are probably that way.
Probably.
Especially when they get paid a lot. They just, have like this...
Just reshoot it. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Just cut and do it over.
I agree.
You're getting paid shitloads of money.
Oh, I agree.
To not be real.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
But whatever. Hey.
But like I said, he's probably he's my second favorite Batman.
Third favorite, I will bet, is George Clooney.
No. I couldn't tell you the third favorite.
Well, it's either him or Val Kilmer.
Well, then you also have
or
Adam West, and you have the Twilight Vampire.
Oh, yeah, him.
Yeah. Oh, and
Robert Pattinson.
And what's his fucking...
Ben
Affleck.
Look, I don't consider him Batman.
Yeah, I don't either.
No, I'm sorry.
Did you watch the Justice League movie?
No.
Yeah, I wasn't.
See,
I wasn't big
I told
on
you, superheroes.
But
they're everywhere.
Wasn't that Batman vs Superman? Wasn't that him too, Ben Affleck?
Yes, he only played him in those two, and then he was either like, "No, I'm not gonna play it again," or they probably canned him. Fuck if I know.
Well, I mean, now they all can, so
well, he got out when the getting was good. Then.
Yeah, but the Twilight Vampire. What is it? Robert
Pattinson.
Pattinson. Yeah, he wasn't bad. I mean, he was a different version of Batman.
Goth Batman.
Oh, honestly,
so brooding.
Yeah, it was weird.
So sad all the time.
So sad. I'm surprised you watched that one. How come you watched that one if you don't watch the Batman movies?
I really don't know why I watched it. I just saw it on HBO Max and was like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. And like I said, I liked it, but Jesus H. Christ. Having to hear Something in the Way by Nirvana through that entire movie. And that movie is not short.
Wasn't it also like 2.5 hours?
Yeah, it was something like that. Because I remember pausing it halfway through to go pick it up and use the bathroom. And I was like, oh my God, this is only halfway done. I was like, Jesus. But I like the Riddler in it.
Yeah. I'm trying to... Ironically, I do not remember that movie as well as I thought I would. Because I'm trying to remember the Riddler in it now.
He looked like he wasn't like... There's Jim Carrey's Riddler.
Yeah.
Which is
horrible to me still.
Wow. I like Jim Carrey's Riddler. But it's a throwback to the 60s Riddler.
Yeah, but it's kind of like when you say, oh yeah, now I remember the Riddler. Never mind. Yeah. But it's like Mr. Freeze. Arnold Schwarzenegger was Mr. Freeze, so that was horrible too.
He's not the worst part about that movie.
That's true. Like I said, on the old Batman movies, the Tim Burton ones were the best ones.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean,
if you think back, like if you had to pick your favorite Batman movies, which ones?
Returns is my.
So the second Batman.
Yeah.
So Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton's second Batman movie. Yes, is my favorite one.
And the second favorite.
Batman Forever.
But no
Yep,
fucking shit.
It's my second favorite.
Batman Forever.
That's
really?
because that I think was the one that I watched first, and I was like, because I was like,
I forget how young you are.
Like I'm fucking a teenager here. Listen, it was when I was a kid. I remember all the toys being at McDonald's. I remember Seal's fucking Kiss from a Rose being played every 5 fucking seconds. I just like that one. I like Jim Carrey. I like Tommy Lee Jones. They were Two-Face and the Riddler. Come on now.
I don't know. It's just...
Now, I don't like George Clooney's. And that was when I was a little bit older.
Yeah, I didn't like George Clooney.
Now, I don't mind
like
Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze, though.
I don't know. That was just weird.
The only part I didn't like about him being Mr. Freeze was that scene where he was teaching his people, his like minions, to sing being the cold miser. I didn't like that. Even as a kid, I was like, this does not fit.
Well, so the reason why I actually like the Michael Keaton Batman movies and also Batman Begins and like the Christian Bale movies is because they all have a darker tone.
Yeah.
Where
Tim Burton's was dark, but it was like cartoony dark. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, well, like the animated TV series.
Yeah, Batman the Animated Series. Yeah,
yes, yeah. And I like that. I like the dark tone of that stuff. I do not like when they went to... First off, was it George Clooney's fucking suit that had the nipples on it?
Yes, it has nipples on it. Everybody talks about George Clooney's nipple Batman suit.
That was ridiculous. I mean, what the fuck?
It's anatomically correct.
Not on a fucking suit like that. God damn it.
He needs a place for his nipples to be. What's wrong with that?
But, so they all were so colorful, just like with the Riddler and all that stuff. That was just...
It was a different director.
Yeah, I know. And the way they shot them, like, just as colorful as the whole scenes were and all that stuff, I didn't like that. I want a darker tone. That's the only reason why I enjoyed the other one so much.
I'm sorry. I'm still gonna like Batman Forever.
Yeah, and I understand that it's one of your favorites. If that's one of the first ones that you watched.
I love Jim Carrey.
I mean, I like Jim Carrey too. I didn't like him as the Riddler personally much. Just because I didn't like those Batman movies. It's not necessarily that I didn't like Jim Carrey as the Riddler, but it's
say to you.
Just, just like Two-Face in it.
Don't you dare talk bad about Tommy Lee Jones.
I like Tommy Lee Jones, but I didn't enjoy him as Two-Face.
Name another 2 movies that Tommy Lee Jones is in.
I couldn't tell you one right now.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I like Tommy Lee Jones, but I only know of him in Batman Forever.
No, I couldn't tell you movies directly out of my head right now that he's in, but
No Country for Old Men, The Fugitive. That's 2.
Was he No Country for Old Men?
Yes, Martin.
Oh, it's been a while since I watched that movie.
He is like the old
the sheriff, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's been a while since I watched it, so.
How about Men in Black?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Holy
there you go.
God. Okay.
But no.
Jesus.
Like I said, I do like him, but yeah.
By the way,
not as Two-Face.
and I'm not even a huge Batman fan.
I am.
Yeah. Look, he's one IRS audit away from not being a superhero anymore. Oh, he's a detective. Then go join the fucking Gotham Police Department, okay?
Oh, shit.
They don't have batarangs and grappling hooks.
Well, that's the reason why.
Suits.
That's the reason why I loved Batman Begins and all that. It's because
it showed him actually training and.
Not only that, but also then like basically throwing around like with his money, like with when he goes to Rain Enterprise and like gets into the stuff what they've been working on.
Yeah.
And when he gets the vehicle and he goes, does it come in black?
Yeah, by the way, that's not a Batmobile.
Yeah, I know. I agree 100% on that one.
The fuck ever that thing
was.
was.
The Batmobile is the one from Michael Keaton. That is the best Batmobile.
Oh, yeah, that's the Batmobile in every mother effing one of them besides that.
Well, they changed it in some of the other ones.
I think the newest one was changed too in the Batman. That
one's completely different too. That's
different.
like a fucking Charger or something like that now, essentially.
Well, yeah, you're right. I don't know.
It's just a regular vehicle essentially with like it's suited up a little bit.
we're not getting into that. Either way, don't shit on Tommy Lee Jones and Jim Carrey being Two-Face and the Riddler. You have much more of an argument saying Uma Thurman and Arnold Schwarzenegger were bad as Poison Ivy.
Oh, yes, they totally were.
They're worse. But
I agree.
I like Schwarzenegger. Schwarzenegger, I don't care if he fucked his maid and had a kid with her or not. Okay? I just don't. You know why?
I mean, it doesn't affect you.
No, it doesn't affect me whatsoever. What does?
It didn't break your heart when you did that?
God, no.
Oh,
you know what broke my heart? The end of Total Recall. Yeah.
Are we talking about the original or the remake?
No, the remake was a total heartbreak from the fucking beginning, but the original, you'll never top that. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I do enjoy Total Recall.
Yeah, how could you not?
Now, actually, that you're saying that, I need to rewatch that again, too.
Yes, you do.
But we're getting ready to rewatch Kindergarten Cop, too.
You know what you need to watch after Kindergarten Cop?
What?
The Running Man.
Oh, I enjoy that one, too, of course.
Clap for Dynamo.
Now, I didn't realize, but there's a second Kindergarten Cop.
There's another one?
Yeah, it came out, I think, in 2016 or something like that.
Who in the blue hell?
What is his name? Longgreen?
Longgreen? What?
Yeah.
No. Well, who are you talking about?
Is it, like, the guy that was also in fucking, like, Rocky and stuff like that? Is it Dolph Lundgren or something like that?
Lundgren.
Lundgren.
Oh, good lord. I would have never got that. If you had just started with Lundgren and never left that, I would have never understood who you were talking about. Dolph Lundgren. He plays... Oh, no. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
No, thank you. I'll pass on that one.
And I think it came out in 2016, if I remember right.
And I'm not hating on Dolph Lundgren. He was He-Man. But at the same point...
What is crazy to think about, because thinking back, I didn't even...
Remember that he was He-Man?
Yeah. I just remember He-Man.
That movie was terrible.
What, He-Man?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, it's terrible, but it's so terrible that I enjoy watching it.
And you love Friends. How does that make you feel that Courtney Cox is like the main chick in that movie?
In...
He-Man.
Was she?
Holy shit. Yes, Martin.
I guess it's been too long since I watched it.
Monica from Friends was like the main deal in He-Man.
That's funny.
She was also in the music video to Dancing in the Dark by Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, I don't listen to Bruce Springsteen to that at all.
Do you even know the song?
No.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm sorry, that's not my kind of music.
It's not mine either, but I'm just saying.
I mean, here's the thing. I might have heard it.
I feel like that's common knowledge to most people.
Yeah, I might have heard it, but it doesn't mean that I actually...
Well, they actually parodied it, because when she got big, finally, on Friends, she came and hosted Saturday Night Live. You just need to watch that.
Okay. I'll check it out sometime. I'm sure it's on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm sure. Why wouldn't it be? Everything else
Everything is. But, okay. Well, we talked about a few movies and stuff like that. Talked about what's going on. Do you have anything else? I would say we make this the...
Oh, you're trying to put a bow on this motherfucker?
Well, hitting a little bit, yeah.
What else could I get? What could I bring up? There's something I'm excited about, but I can't remember what it is.
PlayStation VR.
No. The Last of Us. You brought that up earlier. The fucking TV show.
Oh, yeah.
I'm ready for that motherfucker.
Yeah. It's coming out, what, on the 19th, something like that?
I think so.
16th or 19th. I don't remember.
I'm waiting on that bit.
Did you play the game?
Yes, beat it. Loved it.
Did you play the second one too?
Yes, beat it. Loved it.
Okay, did you play
don't even.
The remake of the first one?
No.
Twice?
Twice? No, I've only played
the first one came out on the PS3.
That's the one I played.
On the PS3?
Yes.
Try it on the PS5 then. It's a completely different game.
Why?
It's the same game, but it's a completely different game.
Look, I'm having enough problem with Metal Gear Solid. Why are you trying to throw another wrench into this with the fucking remake of The Last of Us?
I'm just saying, if you enjoyed The Last of Us...
Okay, well look, for anybody that loves Metal Gear Solid, first of all...
Play Twin Snakes.
No, shut up. Just stop. First of all, I want to know how long it took to fucking beat Sniper Wolf.
Not that long.
Really?
I honestly, if I remember it right, not that long. Why? How long has it been taking you?
I don't even remember how many times it took me to fucking kill Sniper Wolf, because I would get her down to like just one last shot, and then she would crouch and hit me twice real quick and kill me.
So Sniper Wolf is the one where
you're down that, you're on one corridor, and she's at the very end on top of that communications building. Yeah. And she just basically like runs back and forth and hides for a second, and then pops out and tries to shoot you, and you've got a small window to shoot her. And you have to take... Funny enough, when I was picking up... Because I never got to Sniper Wolf when I was a kid. I don't know why I didn't, because it's like right there. But I never owned Metal Gear Solid, I guess, when I was a kid. I only rented it, so... I never actually got to Sniper Wolf, so I'm picking up all this diazepam. And I'm like, why am I picking this up? Like, why? Obviously, I need it later down the road, but what in the hell could I use that for? And then I get to Sniper Wolf, and you have to keep fucking eating it because it calms your nerves and keeps you from having lag and shit in your view. Yeah. But holy fucking hell, I sat in front of my TV for, it was a little bit, to finally beat Sniper Wolf, and I was so pissed off. Then, so... The part past Sniper Wolf, you have to like... You're running back and forth, essentially, between the area you were in the beginning...
Yes.
Back to the communications tower or building or whatever. I got to where Revolver Ocelot like has to torture you or whatever, and if you just opt out real fucking quick, you kill What's-Her-Face or kill her. She might not actually be dead. I don't fucking know at this point. But you escape. Also, by the way, I picked up on that dude giving you the ketchup when you're in the jail cell. I picked up on that. I've never got that far, never looked anything up on it, but I was like, I bet I could use this ketchup to trick this fucking guard. Ends up you can. But, got through that. I'm at the part where you're going back to the communication tower, right? And as soon as you walk into one of the doors, I'll be damned if you don't hit a security camera that alerts all the guards, and you're having to run up all those fucking stairs, and they're following you, and then like you'll run into some that are in front of you. I cannot get past that.
All right.
I want to know how hard, like, why is it so hard for me to do?
It's been such a long time since I played that I couldn't tell you now, but...
like, I'm almost about to break my vow of I'm just going to beat this on my own without any help and look up how to get past this fucking thing. Because I can't. And it's driving me crazy.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I played this, so I couldn't even tell you right now.
Like, had I not stumbled upon the information about Psycho Mantis years ago before I even played this game again, I would have never known to hook up a second... or move it.
Yeah.
Either you hook up a second controller or you move it from the first port to the second one.
Yeah.
I would have never known that, and he would have whipped my ass a million times before I finally figured it out.
What was a neat thing, the way they actually did that with moving the controller from the first port to the second port and then actually like implementing that to the game.
And not only that, but him like reading your memory card and telling you all the shit that's on it. You haven't saved in such a long time, and you're like, what the fuck? Yeah. That's actually that's smart.
Yeah. I mean, for the time when it came out, I think that was ahead of its time really too. Like, I think they could have done stuff like that with other games too. Not like moving the controller around, but like looking at your memory card and like just basically doing certain things.
Almost a little invasive, but I'll take it.
I mean, there's worse things than that are invasive, so I see it.
Well, definitely now.
Yeah.
Since you're connected to the fucking internet.
Yeah, I mean, you everybody carries a cell phone that just fucking listens all the time anyway.
Don't you love how people were like... they didn't want to do like the Face ID thing. No, it was big when iPhone came out with it. You know, you can unlock your phone by face recognition. And like, I'm not going to do that. They're not going to have a scan of my face. And I'm like, not like you carry an ID in your wallet or purse right now that has your face on it, your date of birth, your social security number.
Not only that, but here's the thing. So there's many people that basically like they don't want to do it on other stuff, but then they do it on their phone.
Yeah.
They do, fingerprints, but then they do it on the phone.
Yeah. Not like they don't have your fucking fingerprints anyway. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, there's so many different things that are very invasive when it comes to mobile devices that people just don't realize.
They don't give a shit. You're literally, you have a tracker in your pocket at all times.
So all of them actually, like Google, now it's actually a feature that I think is useful for some people, and for other people that don't realize it, and they may not like this, is that if you run an Android phone and Apple, I know, used to do it, and I think they still do it probably. even if they don't say they do. But with Google, you can actually see all your travel history, which means that you open it up and it will tell you at what time you went where and when, like all the different stuff. So you can look up.
That is useful.
That is useful for, like, especially for people that are travel for work or anything like that, and they need to basically be like, hey, I went there this time, there this time, there this time. Perfect. But for I guess people that do shady business,
they're like, I don't want them to know this.
You know, it's like when your local drug dealer gets caught, and it's like,
damn, Otis. Oh wow.
Well. But anyway,
you really know how to light the room up, Otis. Fuck.
He might be a little gassy.
What are you feeding that dog?
Dog food?
What bullshit?
No, I don't feed him bullshit. I don't feed him dog food. Kibbles and bits. Kibbles and bits.
Definitely some bits of something behind that shit.
But no, like I said, for like people like that, it might be a bad thing. You better.
Yeah, it definitely could be a bad thing.
It would be hilarious, you know. Like, no, I was over here. Look.
Well, you know, if somebody goes missing, if they still have their phone on them.
Well, you can go in and actually manipulate it too. So that's definitely doable too.
Did you see how hard that spiked when I knocked that over?
I'll tell you.
Good God.
All right. Well, so you're looking forward to The Last of Us. That's definitely one that.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Have you seen the fucking clickers on the commercial of that thing?
I haven't watched any new trailers or anything like that yet.
Man, they look good.
Yeah. Ooh, actually, The Last of Us, if the PS4 version, by the way, I think you gotten that free on the PlayStation.
Oh, here we go. Martin has collecting of free games that he'll never play.
I'm just telling you.
I can't get through one game without starting another one from fucking 25 years ago, so I mean...
Quit going back 25 years.
I can't help it. I need to. I have to.
Why do you have to?
I don't know. This sucks. I gotta go back.
So, you ever play Wipeout?
Wipeout. That sounds familiar to me.
It's that racing game that with those floating vehicles.
I feel like I know what you're talking about. When you said racing game with floating vehicles, it makes me think of Wave Race. Do you remember Wave Race?
Yeah, but Wave Race was not floating vehicles. It was freaking jet skis.
Are those not floating vehicles?
I'm talking about like floating in the damn air.
Oh. Well, then no. I don't remember.
Like floating, not...
Well, when I think of floating, I think of something on water. I'm sorry.
No, I'm talking about like... Basically, spaceships that, you know, as cars.
Oh, okay. No, I can vaguely remember something like that.
Yeah, it was big on the original PlayStation. Since then, they've been coming out, like, on every console, so, like, every generation on that. But the one for the PS4, it actually got a PSVR version for it that you can play on that.
Your dog is going to make me throw up. Jesus. Keep talking. People can't hear my muffledness because I'm covering my face.
But anyway...
my eyebrows are singeing off as I speak.
It was also free one time.
And I bet you got it.
Well, I actually had it before that.
Oh, wow.
But you can also play with the PSVR, the original PSVR.
Oh, God, that would make me sick as hell.
Honestly, so I tried it out, and no, it does not.
Really?
It actually does really well at preventing any motion sickness.
I feel like that would just kill me.
Oh, you would think so, but it actually, like, I will tell you that it's very good at preventing motion sickness. What they're doing is, the screen door effect, what they're using is basically, like, the way, when you, like, to the sides, the way it's moving, kind of prevents you from, like, I don't remember exactly what they've done, but it prevents you from getting motion sickness as much.
I didn't realize I would have motion sickness or be that bad until I got the PSVR for my PS4, and I was like, oh boy, this is something.
So some people have to kind of like train themselves for VR by like playing a little bit at a time.
Yeah, that's kind of how I did it. Like I played a little bit, then I was okay.
Yeah, if you play a little bit at a time, you get used to it. But some people are really bad at the beginning. Like they just...
Oh, no, I mean, think of someone like in their 40s or 50s trying to play that's never done anything like that. They're probably going to get fucked up.
Oh, yeah, almost definitely. I was lucky, actually, right at the beginning. Motion sickness did not trigger with me at all. So I was able to jump in and just play for hours without anything.
The first 2 times I played, I was like, oh. And then after that, I was okay.
And, you know, with the new one coming out, with the higher resolution and all that,
you know. It's supposed to, like, help. It's not going to be as bad.
Yeah, it's going to have much better experience because you have a wider point of view, you have a higher resolution, you have true blacks, you have just many different things that will be better at that.
Okay, well, there we go. That's something to try out.
Yeah, most definitely. All right, you got anything else, Ben?
Nope, sure don't.
All right, well, we're gonna wrap this one up at just a little bit over an hour, as a matter of fact.
Well, that wasn't bad for coming in literally not having anything to talk about other than.
You don't always have to.
Other than your children being pulled out.
Well, it is what it is.
It's not. You literally it made me think of vegetables.
What do they do? They do the C-section, and what do they do after that?
What do you mean after that?
When they cut during the C-section, they cut it open. And what do they do after that?
Abstract the child.
So what do they have to do?
Okay, I'm not saying that your wording is wrong.
Okay.
It's just how it is you put it is strange.
Why?
It's weird, but you're not wrong. You see what I'm saying?
I know I'm not wrong. I'm never wrong.
I mean, did you say they stuffed everything back in afterwards? I mean...
Oh.
By that logic of pulling them out, they got to stuff everything back in.
They're not going to stuff the babies back in.
No, not that.
Neither the placenta.
Do you not understand? Oh, okay. We'll talk about this later. Yeah. I don't want to talk about it right
now. It's fucking with you. I mean, anything. Otherwise, yes, I have to readjust that. Well, I mean, that's normal.
Yeah, but that. Oh God, never mind.
Yeah. All right, let's call it a night.
Please.
Until the next time. Goodbye.
Auf Wiedersehen.